Welcome to this rebuild will be doing as the North Melbourne Footy Club. One of the old Woodville West Torrens coaches. He's a massive North Melbourne supporter. He's currently the A-grade coach at Athelston, and he's playing in the biggest set to be playing in the biggest game of Resi's in a few weeks, which I'll be doing the media commitment for Matty Knight. Dawson's got a new deal. Can't re-sign. Common Jones is basically done for. Parker can get one more year. Griffin. Josh Gardner should be back soon. Give Paul Curtis a new contract for the Rose. River Stevens has got massive potential for North Melbourne. He's got the massive potential to play like his dad, Anthony. He was an inside midfield legend for the Kangaroos. We'll give up. Cooper Harvey has re-signed. The son of Boomer Harvey. Ramirez is re-signed. He's also being rewarded with a rookie list promotion. Robert Hanson Jr. is also due for a promotion. Same with Cooper Trembath. Due to be on the senior list. That's Freeru's being promoted to the senior list for next year. Pink's also being promoted, so is George. Getting a new deal for the Rose. It's been a while since we've seen 33 run out the North. The last number 33 to play for North Melbourne was basically... It's basically Ed Vickers-Willis. And that was in 2020. Let's sim through to May for the Kangaroos. Steve, the Kangaroos can continue their improvement just like in real life. They're in 7th right now, the Rose. I'll go with Kane Baldwin and Jermaine Jones. North are out there still struggling. They're 13th for now. Well, at least they're out of the bottom three. But on the bottom three for once in my North Melbourne rebuilds. Compared to my past ones I did. They have come so close to beating Geelong. Last game of the season, Swans in Sydney. North finished on 15th of a 9-win season. Kershaw and O'Sullivan both had great years for the Roos. Curtis is our leading goal kicker. Still don't have any Roos in the All-Australian team yet. O'Sullivan's about to get a 7-year contract, and that is signed. Clarko's Roos are going to be going places right about now. Luke McDonald and Aidan Core have retired, while Bailey Scott and Cullen Coleman Jones have been delisted. Listed from the Roos. Oh my days. Vixen Kilda may be set to accept one of the last trade packages yet before we do this one trade. First of all, we'll be sending Zach Batch to Essendon for pick 50 and 68. We'll also deal Jermaine Jones to the Saints, plus a future second. The Roos have lost 3 players. They've lost 4 players in return for a disgruntled Saint, who was not happy about last night's performance against Hawthorn. North are set to move Jack Darling over to the Eagles for pick 5. They're set to move Jack Darling back to the Eagles for pick 69. To allow Jack Darling to finish his career where he started at West Coast. Similar to Jack Gunston. So Jack Darling might actually cook in his second stint at West Coast. Imagine True Footy's reaction. Imagine Jesse from True Footy's reaction about the Eagles bringing back Darling. North are set to trade Kane Baldwin, the son of Matthew Powell, plus pick 53. In this next trade, North Melbourne are set to trade Tom Powell and Kane Baldwin to the Crows. The 299 rated players. Next up, we're doing a trade with Richmond. Well, this next tray seems like an absolute ridiculous deal. The Roos have just sent Luke Urquhart to the Tigers for Sandler Law and a first-round pick. Meanwhile, also at North, they'll be set the deal. Dylan Stevens to Port Adelaide. All just for a Whitlock Brothers reunion. With Jack joining his brother Matt at North Melbourne. This will make things a lot easier for Mrs. Whitlock. Now for this deal with Hawthorn. The Roos will be trading Jacob Constantine, Brayden George, well, we got Brayden George, Robert Hanson Jr., and pick 5. Pick 16, 17. Nick Watson and Josh Waddell. All going to the Roos. We'll also give the Hawks pick 51 for their troubles. That Nick Watson trade, well, that is revenge on Hawthorn. With Clarko finally getting his long-awaited revenge. Now for Sydney, we'll send Luke Parker and Oliver Griffin off to the Sydney Swans for pick 22. We'll send pick 17 to the Dockers. just to bring Isaiah Dudley to the Kangaroos. To become that Peter Bell type player that North Melbourne have been desperately missing since 2000. Well, I think there might be a reason why Clarko. Was it Rundle Mole? Probably to try to bring Zach Butters. Probably to bring Zach Butters to the Kangaroos. Is Butts still here? He just signed with Melbourne. So we'll probably just have to settle with Oscar Adams. With 85 to 92 potential. The Kangaroos have had a busy off season for 2026. We're definitely not trading Matt Whitlock to Melbourne. I mean, we just traded for his brother Jack. Well, it comes to show no national draft picks for the Kangaroos. But I think we did use it all up in the trade period. And we also used up a lot of our picks to promote rookies. Easton Worker. And, well, Northern just drafted Will Lorenz. From Port Power. We'll put Matt Whitlock in the number 4 Guernsey for the Kangaroos. We'll give his brother Jack number 35. Dudley to wear 26. Dersburg can wear 8. Zach Butters would actually take 7 for North. Hey, Riley just doing a North Melbourne rebuild. And I think you got traded to the Kangaroos for 3 players. And the Guernsey number you're going to be getting for North is number 11. And I think that number was once worn by Glenn. If not, we'll probably give you 15. The number worn by old Woodville Warriors legend Malcolm Blight. As we'll give Jackson Archer the number 11 Guernsey. About time he honours his dad's legacy, wearing his dad's old number. I'll take 18. My best mate Drake can take 16. That's cool. It's cool you're wearing 13 for Broadview Tigers. And speaking of Broadview Tigers, should be for a bit more improvement. I reckon they're going to need they may need a bit more. Maybe need some more veteran help for the future. If they want to be a force to be reckoned with. That is a really cool record. I reckon once you're more settled in the future, I reckon you'll be a legend in the inclusive league. Up there with the greats of the inclusive league of all time, like Matty Greenwood, who I teamed up with for 9 years. The Goodman brothers, who are now teaming up at Goodwood. One of them used to play for Kenilworth. And also, there's been a few great players in that league. Also, there was also that Kiwa bloke. He's been great for Christie Beach for a lot of years. He was I versed him so many times, and I played against him so many times in my career. Let's see if we're out there increasing club member count for 2027 at the North Melbourne Footy Club. L. We took the L. WWWL. Lost to Collingwood, beat Essendon, beat the Power. Hawks, Lions, lost to Melbourne. After round 10, the North Melbourne Football Club are 4th on the ladder. And this has been who knows, this could. That is a really cool stat. I mean, your pace in the inclusive league now, it's probably playing like basically 99 pace. So that one, they're like one of them. They're like similar to one of them FIFA Ultimate Team cards. Opponents are going to find that 99 pace very hard to catch. While I was simulating through round 2 of the inclusive league on my Broadview rebuild, this one in the second game against Goodwood Saints, I reckon you kicked 8. You kicked 8 that game against Goodwood. In your first game as a forward pocket. Played in the midfield in round 1 and kicked the winning goal against Athelston. Give Broadview a 2-point win in front of a hostile crowd at Max Amber Sports Field. In that same game, ended up kicking like 8 goals against my kicking like 3 goals that game against my long-time club. Last round against Melbourne. Well, North beat them at the MCG for the first time since 2017. And it's not enough for North to finish 4th. As we get an elimination final game against Collingwood. Commons out injured. That would be really cool. Also for while I was doing the 2027 in that 2027 inclusive season I've been doing Broadview Tigers, they're 2-0 under the long-time Athelston coaches, Zach and Sam. They've taken a little old Broadview into it. Turning him into like a contender. Gone from the inclusive league team that other teams usually push over to an inclusive league team that opposition teams would fear. I reckon so. I reckon that round 3 game against Kelburn in this one, I reckon probably be playing more for the team, like setting up goals with so that way the other forwards, the new forwards in that team, like Ryan Skews, Seth Johnson, and also maybe the Chaplin brothers, Tom and Luke, coming from Perth, could be able to kick goals. And in the elimination final, North Melbourne just beat Collingwood to book a semi-final berth against Nick Watson's former team, Hawthorn. As he had just left the Hawks to go to North. So Georgie Wardlaw comes in for Zach Butters. Robertson's been dropped for Harvey. And the run continues for North. They're in the prelim to versus the Western Bulldogs. Feels like the prelim finals of old against the West. Feels like them games of old against the Western Bulldogs. Last time North Bulldogs games have been that important was 1998. In that last round that year, North won the minor premiership. But still, it was a great run for North Melbourne. Back at the finals in year 1, and they made the prelim. First year back in finals, they've just made the prelim. But Kershaw and O'Sullivan had great years for the Roos. I led the North Melbourne goal kicking with 32. A few Roos that made the All-Australian team. Well, the Roo that made the All-Australian team was Finn O'Sullivan. And so, at the end of 2027, after taking North Melbourne all the way to the preliminary final, Alistair Clarkson has just been promoted to being a coaching mentor for North Melbourne. meaning North Melbourne have appointed his assistant, Matt Knight, former Woodville West Torrens reserves coach, to coach the Kangaroos. Oh my days. Bakunda, Fred Gold, Whitlock, and Combat are all gone. How the hell did we delist Charlie Combat? And Matt Whitlock? Surely we can re-sign him back. If not, we might as well wait till the rookie draft. Or get him in the national draft. Give Whitlock 6 more years. We might as well get him back in the rookie draft. To replace Comben, I reckon North might actually sign Josh Worrell. I reckon we'll deal picks, maybe a future. We'll probably swap future seconds in the Worrell swap. That sounds like a good plan. So who knows, by 2028, I might actually be retired. Might actually be retired by then to become a commentator for Inclusive League. I mean, I've got the voice to do it. But I've got the knowledge. I might actually become a really good commentator. North, Jesus, and the Kangaroos have been raiding the Adelaide Crows. I reckon so. I reckon the league, maybe Inclusive League, might be. I reckon they'll be wanting more commentators by 2029 to expand their network. Ramirez, Lorenz, and Constantine have been traded to the Dockers. In return for Shea Bolton, Andrew Brayshaw. His dad, Mark, used to play for North Melbourne all those years ago. I reckon so. I reckon it'll be one of the best inclusive leagues in Australia. Be good at Channel 7 could be able to have the coverage for that, like the inclusive league by 2020, by the time the future seasons happen. Yeah, I could be doing that, but I could be coaching a team in 2029. Who knows? Might not becoming. Who knows? I might not becoming. Say maybe could coach. Who knows? I could coach Applestone, my current club. Could coach. I could look for a new challenge, but I could look for a new challenge in 2028, and well, possibly coach Broadview if Phil decides to retire. Who knows? I could probably end up coaching my hometown club, Eastern Park, in the future once they get their team back. Well, maybe 2028 could be the year of the Roo. Definitely. I reckon Flinders Park might be a good choice for an inclusive team in 2029. North have chosen Ben Miller and Xavier Lindsay in the rookie draft. North just continue to win. They had Matt Knight coaching the Rogues. He's basically becoming the new breed of super coaches in the AFL. Oh dear. One of his star players, Dre Bennett, he's retired because of all these injuries he's suffered throughout his career. It's a shame he couldn't retire as a Cats. But at least he'll be there as an assistant coach. Qualifying final, 110-point win for North. Prelim final against the Crows. It's been 30 long years. I reckon there'll be a new look rivalry for the future. Guy's got the potential to play in the ruck. Gotta go the Rash. Josh Rochelle. I reckon I reckon the new medal for the Flinders Park versus Broadview games in probably for the 2030s inclusive league seasons. I'll be known as the Riley Farmer medal, awarded to the best player for the match. Similar to the Showdown medal for the Crows Port matches, similar to the Ross Glendinning Ben Allen medal for the Eagles Dockers matches. In the showdown, in the Western Derby. Another similarity for those medals could be like the Q clash between North Melbourne and the Gold Coast Suns. North Melbourne finally got their revenge for 1998. As they've erased that pain from the prelim that year. They've erased the pain from the granny that year when they lost. Rayshaw's back in the lineup. Zaha comes in for Bolton comes in for Dudley. So for this one, I think I gave Fremantle North Melbourne the good old retro Guernseys from 1998. Like the 90s. Half the Dockers are actually versing their old club on grand final day. This grand final will be known as the Peterbell Derby. Will be remembered as the Peterbell Derby. I reckon he'll be the ultimate trophy. Grand final. That's the end of a grand final if you can't have Peter Bell as your trophy ambassador. He was a legend for both North and Fremantle. Anyways, I'll hand you over to Hardo.
We're coming to you from the MCG. This is the Toyota AFL Grand Final between North Melbourne and Fremantle. It's the best of the best. Winner takes all. A season full of twists and turns comes to its conclusion. Who will be crowned Premier today? The players are ready to charge onto the ground.
I reckon it'll be 100 years of Broadview in 2028 and 3 years since their inclusive side of that came about. On the day when North Melbourne and Fremantle versus each other in the grand final. Who knows? They might go back to back. They might actually win a premiership, or it might be their second in 2020, their first or second flag by 28.
But I think they'll power away after that, as we've seen them do a number of times this year.
Okay then, thanks Half. As the teams huddle, the two captains shake hands for the toss of the coin.
The Dockers trailed North Melbourne by 29 points in the middle of the third quarter of their Round 5 2017 match at Subiaco Oval. The last two goals of the term saw them within 15 points by the last change, and when Michael Johnson goaled with barely 2 minutes to play, the margin
That'll be 5 years
Shane
since that
Carroll
Flinders Park
slapped around his
premiership
body in
win.
the final minute to consign North to a 5-point loss. In the return clash at Docklands in Round 17, Roos
Looks like it'll be a 5-year reunion of the premiership team by then.
with a late free kick but missed, and the Dockers emerged with a 4-point win.
The first bounce of a grand final never gets old. The two big men do battle. O'Sullivan, he just dropped it. Gets his hands on it early. Good for the confidence. McVee, that's a useful ball. The kick was centimetre perfect. What's he got on offer? Switkowski can keep it moving. Doesn't often waste it. He's caught. Kicks to space. Wardlaw, feeling the heat. Stoppage coming up on the wing.
Oh, man, look how killer these Fremantle and North Melbourne Guernseys look in this game.
Gets his hand to it.
That one, good up.
The footy. They're a big chance here.
That would be cool. And also,
He's besieged. That can only
how
be
killer are these North Melbourne and Freo Guernseys for the grand final? It's like watching a Freo North Melbourne game from the 90s.
In some space on the wing. Normally delivers. Brown outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. Searching kick. May got a fist in. Darcy, was that a throw? Sherry. Scrimshaw. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard. Darcy got his palm to it. They have a good understanding, those two. May. He'll be annoyed at himself, letting the tackle slip high. Ignoring the corridor for now. Quality delivery by foot. Erasmus can run, and that's a great hand pass. The kick was misdirected. They'll take the patient approach. Not good footy there. Lays it off. Watson, desperate to win it back. Can he hit a target? Sherry made that ball his. They've put themselves under pressure. He's wrapped up. When one tackle just won't do. The umpire will have it. Rucks go out.
I reckon North Melbourne will win that one. I reckon Fremantle by then has actually won at least one or two premierships by then.
He ran into a brick wall. That's commitment.
And plus as well, North are actually due for a premiership. They haven't won one since '99.
Darcy gets his hand to it. Wardlaw.
But that was the year Mambo number 5 was dominating the charts. So was Britney Spears. And even an unknown British artist by the name of Tina Cousins dominated the charts in 1999 when North Melbourne won the premiership.
O'Sullivan has charged into space. Simpkin working hard and being rewarded. Can he find a teammate? Thumped away. Sheasel stripped of it. Clean pickup. Under pressure. Throws it on the boot. Brown. It's a desperate tackle. That's a missed opportunity.
Missed the target by a long way.
Tidy ball. Young collects the half volley. He's been busy so far. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Gota onto it. Sarong must get this out. Rochelle. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Dersma. Great body work. Sarong. Brown. Solid tackle. Didn't take the first option and he's been penalised.
He's not happy, but the call's correct.
He's hit up the lead. Chips to half-back. Young makes position. He's made a hot start to this match. Switkowski, Scrimshaw getting involved. That's well played. Gives it everything. Larkey with a big fist. Frederick, he's blazed away. Worrell tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Tracy, he's drawn a crowd. The lift door's closed on him and he's gone.
Caught and the chance goes begging. Great defence.
Jackson, where's one for the team? Frederick can line up and potentially give them the lead.
Just a question of whether the lead will be 6 points or 1.
There was another one that won a premierships abroad from your team, Josh Underwood. He won 2 at Eastern Park and 1 at Athelstone, and I played with him in these premierships in 2020, 2021 and 2024. Who knows, next year there could potentially be another premiership player possibly coming to Broadview. Who, well, maybe myself, because I might actually be interested in helping the new side out, because I feel that I mean, I enjoyed my time playing for Athelstone, but but feel at times I feel that I may not need a fresh start next year, just in case of
He's on.
Definitely.
The Roos might be about to start something.
There definitely is three premiership players in the team.
Sherry, all on his own.
I
He's generally a
might
good
potentially
kick.
look to become the fourth one joining the team next year because depending on what my Athelstone coaches are looking to do at the end of the year, because they're looking to play footy for Broadview A grade next year. I might actually think about coming to the team next year to just if it happens to make things a lot easier to help the team out and possibly get a few more wins on the board.
He's normally deadly with those.
Maybe look to bring a few more of my Athelstone teammates to me if that happened. Maybe someone like Jaden Bevel. He's been one of my good mates from Athelstone. He's also he might be another premiership player coming there. He's won premierships at Jeps Cross, and he's also won a premiership at Athelstone 2 years ago.
Jackson, dangerous to leave on his own. He's got an option in the centre square. Banfield in the clear on centre wing. May, is that holding the ball? The Roos have won it back. Brayshaw, Sheasel, he's made a bright start. Watson rolling the sleeves up. Poor hand pass, and they might get caught out here. Butters. Brown, he's taken a beauty. Clever kick. Draper doing what he does best. And we'll have a throw in.
We might be in for a low-scoring match here if the early going is any indication.
Darcy wins the hit out. Parnell kicks to centre wing. Farmer takes an excellent grab. Brayshaw has got off the chain. He doesn't waste many. May with another spoil. Butters. It was always likely to fall short. Trying to catch them out.
Oh my days, Fitzpatrick! What is this idiot doing? Just kick it! You know what, anyways, might as well just try again because I think that grand final looks a bit busted. If this Fitzpatrick bloke's going to run like an idiot.
Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Anthony Hudson. It's great to have you with us at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. This is the Toyota AFL Grand Final between North Melbourne and Fremantle. These two teams have outlasted everybody. They've overcome obstacles and proved themselves to be the best two teams in the comp. But nobody wants second prize. And here come the visitors. I'm joined by Daniel Harford. Great to have you along, Harf. How do you see this one unfolding?
Thanks, Hutto. I'm going with the Roos. I think they'll do this comfortably. It may be close at half-time, but I think they'll power away after that, as we've seen them do a number of times this year.
Okay then, thanks, Harf. Time for some last-minute instructions as the captains meet in the middle.
North Melbourne led Fremantle in their Round 2 2023 clash at Perth Stadium for most of the evening, but could never quite put the Dockers away. When Luke Davies-Uniacke kicked a terrific long goal to put North 20 points up with 6.5 minutes to play, it seemed the Kangas had finally shaken the Dockers. However, 2 goals to Jaeger O'Meara opened the door for the Dockers before Brennan Cox gave them the chance to barge through it with just under 2 minutes to play. With Fremantle attacking relentlessly, the Kangaroos headed very wide from their last line of defence, and the siren sounded a split second after the ball travelled out of bounds. Controversy ensued as Fremantle was denied a free kick for insufficient intent. The Roos holding on by a point, 11-7, 73 to 10-12, 72.
Darcy, the winner there. Erasmus feeds it out, gets his hands on it early. Good for the confidence. May. The fans will be happy to see this. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Sherry wins the tap. O'Sullivan, Wardlaw. Shoved him in the back. Shaves the grass with that one. He's hit up the lead. Searching kick. Brayshaw drops into the hole and marks.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Heads for goal. It looks good. The Kangas have the first of the grand final.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
The Roos have opened their account. Darcy punches it out of the ruck. Erasmus getting his hands on it early. The lift door's closed on him and he's gone.
Better to kick to a contest and get done holding the ball.
They'll bide their time. They've opened them up here. Sets a task for the forwards. Punched away. Brayshaw. He's off target and he hasn't got the distance anyway. Brown marks and will surely convert.
Already some good signs for them with how they're trying to move the football.
Goes for the check side. Yes! That is so skillful.
He managed to find some space and he was never going to have a problem converting from there.
They've hit the ground running and they're looking in fine form. Darcy wins it out of the centre. He might have thought about hand passing. Young only knows one way. Erasmus with time. Dersma didn't need to be asked twice. That's commitment to the cause. No prior and we'll have a ball up. Sherry showing his skills. Brayshaw. They've put themselves under pressure when one tackle just won't do. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Darcy slaps it out. Reed read it best. Farmer spoils. Tracy. It's there!
It gives everyone a shot of confidence when one of your key forwards is able to hit the scoreboard early.
It's only early, I know, but that was a much-needed goal to establish a foothold in this match. O'Sullivan, Brayshaw, Erasmus intercepts the hand pass. Switkowski takes a beauty. They'll compete inside the 50. Good disciplined defence. Amos, he's got it.
They're after a big game from him today, and that's a great start.
It's already looking like the grand final we were hoping for.
The big men fly. Solid tackle. Great tackling technique there. The two big men do battle. Good kick.
Switkowski, that's a powerful hand pass.
Reed. Bergman judged that superbly. Butters has found some space. Normally delivers. They're moving the footy well here. Picking their way through. This is good ball movement. He might have thought about the corridor. Decides to go. He's made a bright start. In no man's land. McVee gets back and should repel. Kicks to centre wing. May. He ran into a brick wall. The umpire says he had no prior. Darcy with a deft tap. You asked for it, you got it. We've got another stoppage. Sherry palms it down. Brayshaw, O'Sullivan blasts away. Brown is the man on the spot and he's marked.
His last shot found the middle. Can he double his money?
Going for his second, it's not his best. It always looked likely to threaten the post.
They might need to be more patient in constructing better shots at goal.
He's off. Some indirect ball movement here. Fitzpatrick with a chance to run. May all on his own. And they're away. Farmer making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Amos, Cox. Look at the desperation. The kick was centimetre perfect. Watson, Brayshaw, the Roos showing some good signs early. That's a strong mark.
Brett and Buddy, you'd think.
They like it behind the goals. He's got it.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
Just up to round 3 of what would have happened if the Atherton coaches, Zach and Sam, are coaching Broadview next year. Oh man, Atherton are off to a bad start under their cricket coach John Borzillo. They lost to.
Really needed that goal just to settle things down.
They went from consecutive thrilling losses to 108-point loss against Goodwood at home.
They're tackling with great intent.
Sherry punches it out of the ruck. Brayshaw, he didn't break stride. Wardlaw, Butters, Sarong, throws it on the boot. Brown, too big, too strong, too good.
Straight in front, should not miss.
Heads towards goal, but the kick is astray. A minor score.
He'll be itching for an opportunity to make up for that.
Looking for a quick transition.
Fitzpatrick works hard to present.
Tidy ball. Cox pushes into space and receives the footy.
Chapman can keep it moving. He's generally a good kick. Well played. Dishes it off. McVee, he's been busy so far. Sherry wins it back. Great mark. Doesn't often waste it. Reed cuts it off.
What's he got on offer? Neat little worm burner.
Young, dangerous to leave on his own. Quality delivery by foot. They're moving the footy quickly. Frederick marks it centre half forward. It's hard to defend ball movement like this.
This is an opportunity to settle some anxieties and get their teeth into the contest.
Can they get one back? No, they can't. Denied by the post.
Some good work to create that shot on goal, but unfortunately, the finish let them down.
Simpkin tasked with the kick in. Bergman in the clear. Got a little time here. What can they generate? Taken to ground. It's not a fair fight. They've bottled it up. Darcy showing his skills. O'Meara runs onto it and can drive them into attack. Weddle, Farmer, under pressure. Attracted a crowd. Got to get rid of it quickly. That's not quick enough.
Nothing wrong with ambition, but you've got to know your limits. This to get it back to a point.
There goes the kick, and he's put it through.
He might just be in for a big day.
The margin's back to just a point. Darcy wins it down. Erasmus. Bergman doing what he does best. It's a desperate tackle. The umpire will have it. Darcy smashes it out of there. May caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. Wardlaw. Saligo. Bolton got to the right position and hung on. Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. Weddle. That's good work rate. Ignoring the corridor for now. Bergman has charged into space. The Roos moving the ball well. Looking to extend this margin. Wardlaw gets to the front spot.
We kick this more often than not.
The crowd noise tells you all you need to know.
I'll have to watch him more closely than that. He's deadly around goal.
The Roos have pushed the margin out to beyond a goal. The two big men do battle. O'Sullivan, Saligo. Can he hit a target? Dersma on a lead. Clever kick. Scrimshaw heads off the danger with a well-judged mark. That's good vision. May marks in the back pocket. A chance to clear now. Goad with the big fist. They have absolutely spifflicated him. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Sherry slaps it out. O'Sullivan, Wardlaw. They are hunting the ball carrier. Jackson. This is great pressure footy. There was no way past that tackle, and we'll have another stoppage. The two big men do battle. Harnell reads the tap well. Edwards. Weddle with a terrific mark deep in defence. His field kicking is normally first rate. Not his finest moment. Delivers a long ball. Who's front and centre? Simpkin. That's skillful. Thumped away. Brayshaw dealt with the pressure. Larkey. Wardlaw. Out of the congestion. Sheasel. I felt that one from here. Quarter time here. Great contest so far. And lots to look forward to. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
What a cracking start to the grand final. Most of the stats are close and these sides look as evenly matched as they should be. I expect this premiership to be in the balance until well into the final quarter.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. Darcy palms it down. Under pressure. O'Meara. Edwards. Long ball in. Gota is proving hard to pass. Worrell. The kick is precise. Can he find a teammate? Edwards got a fist in. He's lost it. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. Time to turn on the Jets. Wardlaw gets there.
And there was another premiership player played for Broadview Riley, Geordie Henderson. He won two at Kenilworth in 2022 and 23. And also, who knows, next year I'll be looking to become the fifth premiership player to come to Broadview. Because, think of...
Darcy wins the tap. Terrific tackle.
I'm kind of due for a fresh start after 9 years at Eastern Park and Athelston.
The two big men do battle. O'Meara squeezes the kick. Honours the lead. Probing ball. Good work rate. Slick hands. Frederick. Banfield. Kicking for his first. That's a bit of a waste. Happy to concede it behind.
They've got an opportunity here to get the ball down the other end quickly.
Back into play. Frederick trying to bring the Crummers into play. Scrimshaw. He lost his radar there.
Great pressure and ultimately rewarded.
He's normally better than that. Jackson leads his opponent. May. Anyone's ball. And we'll have a throw in.
The Roos are certainly looking the better side, but they'd love to give themselves a bit more breathing space here.
Darcy, the winner there. Reed, Frederick, Cox gathers on the half volley. He's been quiet today, but he can make amends with a goal. He's found the post instead.
He might think about a drop punt next time.
Simpkin with the footy. He's hit up the lead. Good kick. The Roos are out of trouble. That's a useful ball. Dersma, he's taken a beauty. What's he got on offer? Gota marks on centre wing. It's become a game of keepings off. Drops the football. He's set upon. They're tackling with venom today. Good ruck work. Reed lays it off. Sherry gets in the way. He's having a ripper, although that's not his best kick. Punched that like he meant it. He's drawn a crowd. O'Sullivan, Scrimshaw, intercepts. Reed throws it on the boot. Gota comes over the top and holds on. They've opened them up here. Not wanting to bomb to a contest. Sheasel has found some space. This is good ball movement. What a hand pass. Brayshaw. He's kicked it like an arrow.
These defenders are going to have to tighten up. They've been giving them way too much space.
This is a pulsating grand final. Hope you're loving it at home. Saligo, O'Sullivan. He's got support. Sarong pounces. Keen to keep it moving. They take the advantage. Sheasel drops into the hole and marks. Larkey will finish off a tremendous passage of play.
It's so important to be efficient in front of goal, especially when it's tight on the scoreboard.
They've got 3 on the trot.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
The Roos have well and truly got the jump now. Darcy slaps it out. Stripped of the footy. Saligo. Sherry. Good thinking and good execution too.
A question of accuracy, and he should be able to answer in the affirmative.
He can smell a goal from a long way off, but his kick is astray.
That passage of play deserved a better finish.
They've set up well for the kick in. Fitzpatrick works hard to present. Taking time to assess the options. Quality delivery by foot. Go! Takes an excellent grab. Sarong has found some space.
To say there are some alarm bells ringing is an understatement. They're not working hard enough.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
Looking for a quick transition. Chapman can keep it moving. May with a chance to relieve the pressure. Kicks to space.
Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over.
Butters might be just outside his range. Sarong. This will be a close thing. It's good.
There's not much this guy can't do, and he's right in the thick of this contest, as he almost always is.
The Roos have come with a rush, and they might be unassailable soon, like Batman and Robin. Edwards needing support. That's poor play. Drives it inside the forward 50. Goad. You have to be tough to play this game. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Darcy got his palm to it. No easy exit. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard.
The Roos are getting the ball inside 50 more. It's no wonder they're winning the match comfortably.
Edwards. Parnell takes the hand pass. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. You asked for it, you got it. We've got another stoppage.
The Dockers are struggling to provide their forwards with quality supply. It might be time to shuffle the magnets a bit.
Layla.
The Dockers are hanging in there, but they probably need the next goal, really.
Darcy showing his skills. O'Meara. Sarong competing fiercely. Lucky wins the contest hands down.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment, and the other side just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
He's already got one. He's still got one.
The degree of difficulty there was very high. The difficulty of missing, that is.
The ball's been living at one end. Draper makes position. Young on a lead. He's had little impact so far. They're moving the footy well here. Comes free in the tackle. The Roos have winners everywhere. Searching kick. Sarong. That's good work rate.
That's mark number 4, and he's putting together a decent game.
The Roos look like running away with it. There's another.
Defence isn't just the thing that keeps the neighbour's dog out. This team's got a few too many downhill skiers for my liking.
The Roos with 5 on the bounce and playing irresistible footy. Rucks go at it. Saligo, Brayshaw, O'Sullivan. Good tackle. And we will do it all again. Sherry slaps it out. Brayshaw, Butters. Saligo puts his teammate under the pump. O'Sullivan. They cannot keep him quiet. Dersma continues to rule the skies.
Can he deliver? Yeah, back him more often than not.
Heads towards goal, but the kick is astray. A minor score.
He'll be disappointed. That was one he would have expected to convert.
The Dockers desperately need to shift the momentum. McVee, all on his own. Goad is dangerous when he has space. Sarong has brought his own ball. He's been busy so far. Larkey couldn't get an effective disposal. The umpire will have it. Sherry punches it out of the ruck. O'Sullivan, Saligo. He'll be sore in the morning. He's besieged. Neither side able to clear the footy. Sherry palms it down. Can they get another one here? They're running riot.
He's exerting a huge influence over this match. 1 minute he's winning a clearance, the next he's kicking a goal. His work ethic is enormous.
The Dockers are buckling under the pressure. Darcy with a deft tap. Erasmus. They're going hammer and tong. Young. Banfield has it within range. Tidy ball. Frederick. Here's real danger now.
That was dreadfully lax defending, leaving a player completely unattended so close to goal. The coach will be filthy.
He's the right man to have it, and he's delivered.
They've been on the wrong side of average for most of the game, but that was a classy passage of play.
Can they follow that goal up with another? Sherry slaps it out. O'Sullivan inside 50 with the kick. Go! He's so strong one-on-one.
Nothing better than to convert a big contested mark into a goal.
He won't miss this. Oh, no! He has missed it.
He certainly would have expected to kick that one, but he's got to put it out of his mind now.
Chapman with the footy. Good work rate. Little one to half-back. Erasmus working hard and presenting well. Can he be the fire starter? Jackson in the centre square. He's hit up the lead. They've picked their way through. Darcy has drifted forward and marked. Golden opportunity here.
Straight in front, should not miss.
Should be a goal. He's missed. That's chance gone begging.
Whatever their score ends up being today, it'll be at least 5 points short of what it should have been.
Simpkin brings it back in. The Dockers were right in this at quarter time, but they're on the ropes now. They'll have to redouble their efforts. It's time for some observations from Gary Lyon.
The Dockers need to turn things around this quarter. Their supporters will expect more effort and the coach will demand it. I'm not for a moment suggesting that they're not having a go, but neither have they been frenetic like we know they can be. As Paul Roux says, there's effort and there's absolute effort.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Punch clear. O'Sullivan. Brayshaw. He's under close attention. Butters. Sarong. They're well drilled. McVie wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Good kick. The Dockers are out of trouble. Can he impose himself on the match? Parnell. Banfield only knows one way. Some indirect ball movement here. In no man's land. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Rucks go at it. Erasmus gathers it cleanly on the wing. Clever kick. Honours the lead. Who's at home? Worrell. We've seen that before. This for the ideal start. He's made good connection and they have the first of the term.
So important to get reward for effort. On that occasion, the finish matched the quality of the work upfield.
That first goal so important. The big men fly. O'Sullivan, can he force his way through? That's commitment to the cause. He seemed completely unaware of the company he had.
His annoyance can only be with himself for lack of awareness.
Sheasel finds himself unattended. Brown drops into the hole and marks.
To put the icing on the cake.
He's given it a tug and missed.
Missed one he should have got and let him off the hook.
Trying to catch them out. Time to measure the kick. Quality delivery by foot. Edwards with a chance to run. That's a useful ball. Erasmus pushes into space and receives the footy. Can he find a teammate? Farmer cuts it off. The defence has fallen down. Watson, great body work. They've got them on the overlap. It's a bad mistake. Suddenly there's some belief about them. Good thinking and good execution too. McVie can keep it moving. Jackson snares the loose ball. Does well under pressure. Who's front and centre? Brayshaw has it on a string. The fans will be happy to see this. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Goad got his palm to it. Wardlaw, Cox got a fist in. Sheasel, crunching tackle, he's set upon. No way through there, and they'll reset. Punch clear. Layla, can he hit a target? Sarong absorbs the pressure. Gets his kick despite the heat. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Cox, the Dockers, moving the ball well.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Amos, they still haven't woken up to him, and he gets another.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
The Dockers have had a great patch. Good ruck work. Layla, Saligo gathers in the centre square. Step ladder time. Doesn't often waste it. Erasmus has a vice-like grip. Switkowski has found some space. Punched away. Farmer handballs it to nobody. Gota, a chance to clear now. That's well played. What's he got on offer? The Dockers guarding the corridor. Hurried kick goes very wide. The non-preferred lets him down.
Hounded into the mistake. Space is hard to come by.
Cox in the clear. Amos can just about finish it himself. Recognising the urgency. Good disciplined defence. Layla hunting the footy. Bergman. No wonder coaches go grey. That might attract the pack. Gota takes a potentially goal-saving mark on the last line of defence. The kick was centimetre perfect. His field kicking is normally first rate. Saligo has charged into space. Crosses the paint. Frederick is hard to beat one-on-one. Golden opportunity here.
He's batting at 100% so far.
Frederick, can he inspire his team? You bet he can.
Marks inside 50 are worth their weight in gold when you go back and convert the goal.
The Roos by 16. Goad wins it out of the centre. Layla, Sheasel on a lead. To no one in particular. Wardlaw throws it on the boot. Brown commands the footy.
It's as if they don't rate this player. He's already hurt them. He's about to hurt them again.
Couldn't possibly miss. Oh, wow, there you go. He's hit the post.
Well, what can you say? That is a dead set shot.
He's off. I've liked his game today. Fitzpatrick, careful with the kick. Jackson gives it everything. O'Sullivan wins it back. Great mark. Kicks laterally. They might be out here. Saligo, O'Sullivan. You asked for it. You got it. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. Goad with the tap. Solid tackle. We've got another stoppage. Cox has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Farmer in the centre square. O'Meara gets to it first. An ill-directed hand pass. He's wrapped up. O'Sullivan desperate to win it back. Bergman. They're tackling with great intent. Goad slaps it out. Saligo. O'Sullivan. He ran into a brick wall. Switkowski leads his opponent.
They're tackling with venom today.
Cox gets his hand to it. Saligo intercepts. Parnell affects the turnover. May, they've coughed it up. Watson, he's drawn a crowd. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. Rucks go at it. Parnell, he's been accosted. Great tackling technique there. Cox slaps it out. Parnell turned over. Hand pass cut off. O'Meara attracted a crowd. Something has to give soon.
The Roos are certainly looking the better side, but they'd love to give themselves a bit more breathing space here.
O'Meara, Parnell, good build-up. Cox, Young, picking their way through. Jackson, all alone in the centre square. This ought to end in a goal. Spears it to full forward. Tracy is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
I reckon someone got caught ball watching then. You've got to be switched on at all times.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it.
Great team goal. If they keep playing like that, they won't be behind for long.
The Roos are stagnant and need to find something. Darcy, the winner there. Out of the congestion. O'Meara. You can't question his commitment. They have absolutely spifflicated him. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Big clearance to win here. O'Sullivan. Good kick. Go. Rolling the sleeves up. Pink is like a magnet in that forward line. Can they finally hit the scoreboard? McVie had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Waiting for someone to come at him. Terrific tackle. Bolton got to the right position and hung on.
Forwards dream of these shots.
The crowd noise tells you all you need to know.
That was an important goal to stop the rot because they've been under enormous pressure since opening up what we thought might have been a match-winning lead.
The Roos with a steadying goal. Darcy wins it down. In the middle, O'Meara. Big tackle laid. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Darcy with a deft tap. Dealt with the pressure. May. He's hurried the kick. It's a poor one. He didn't break stride. He's so clean with the footy. Weddle thought his way through it. May with the big fist. Layla, can he mop up? That's in the back. Keeps it low. The Roos are out of trouble. They're playing with purpose and poise. This is good ball movement. Searching kick. Chapman spoils. Draper, Sarong, one step ahead. Brayshaw, Watson, kicking for his first. Only a behind.
It's a let-off. He should have put that one away.
Looking for a quick transition.
Good work rate. The Dockers might be about to start something. May works hard to present. The Sharon hits the deck. It's a tough game. Squeezes the kick. The Dockers managed to win the quarter, but there's still a lot of work for them to do if they're to steal the match. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
The Dockers have the job ahead of them. They're going to need to get on top in clearances and contest the ball if they're to have any chance. There's not much to suggest they can pinch this, but football throws up some strange things sometimes.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Darcy, he's rucked superbly in a losing cause. Gets his kick despite the heat. Chapman runs onto it. That's a dreadful hand pass. Rochelle, Brayshaw, Sarong. That could be a goal-saving tackle. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Who can get the clearance? They've got good chemistry, those two. Layla, he's copped some of his own medicine. We've got another stoppage. Sherry wins the tap. Saligo, Brayshaw, Larkey. It's a desperate tackle. He won't miss this. Oh, no! He has missed it.
The coach might make him do 20 push-ups for that.
McVee with the footy. Honours the lead. A chance to clear now. Quality delivery by foot. Can he find a teammate? Rochelle went bang. Chapman is there in the clinches. Sloppy hands and they've turned it over. The kick is a poor one. Tracy has been a real live wire.
The Dockers are flat at the moment. Perhaps a goal here would energise them.
Set sail for home and he has delivered.
He's kicked beautifully at goal today. His confidence must be soaring.
The Dockers have the first of the last quarter. Cox with a deft tap. O'Meara, good tackle. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. Sherry slaps it out. Saligo, Layla, Brayshaw. Dangerous to leave on his own. What's he got on offer? What a game he's having. Time for the Crummers to go to work. Fitzpatrick. The Dockers have been gallant. Erasmus, he's caught. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Sherry wins the hit out. Brayshaw, Saligo is cool under pressure. Some indirect ball movement here. Which way will it bounce? Met solidly. The Dockers will have one eye on the clock. Good ruck work. Wardlaw, Saligo, Brayshaw navigated the traffic. Sarong, off he goes with the advantage. Defence 101 there. Bolton couldn't get an effective disposal. He's been set a task. The clock is the enemy now. That's careless kicking. Sarong can just about finish it himself. Chapman showing why he's such a good defender. Tidy ball. McVee has found some space. Careful with the kick. Jackson can keep it moving. Sherry making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. He's stopped in his tracks. The umpire says you had prior opportunity.
Nothing wrong with ambition, but you've got to know your limits.
Tracy gets on the end of it. That's great footy.
He's been striking them well. This shouldn't present any problems.
He shoots at goal. How's the kick? No good.
They're within striking distance, but they need to make the most of their shots on goal.
Gota brings it back in. Larkey uses the body well. Sizes up what's ahead. They'll need to be more careful than that. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Sherry wins it down. Brayshaw, they've given it back. He's been quiet. Jackson, all on his own. Penetrating ball. Weddle with a terrific mark deep in defence. That's skillful. Sarong with a chance to relieve the pressure. I've liked his game today. Jackson takes an excellent grab. Erasmus has drifted forward and marked.
To finish off the good work.
If anyone can, it's him. But he hasn't got that online.
The Roos can't fall into the trap of trying to save the game. They need to keep taking it on.
They've set up well for the kick-in. The runner will be out in a minute.
He's missed a couple already, but he's got to put that out of his head and follow his routine.
Erasmus. Can he inspire his team? You bet he can.
Their efficiency in front of the sticks has arguably kept them in this game.
The Roos haven't put this to bed yet. The big men fly. Saligo lays it off. Sarong, he's under close attention. They might... Might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Darcy with a deft tap. Manages to get off a handball. Taken to ground. You asked for it. You got it. It's a bit of a stoppage fest at present.
Both sides have lacked polish, but the endeavour from both has been sensational.
Edwards, Erasmus, Young, stripped of the footy. They've put themselves under pressure. Simpkin, Brown takes a beauty. What's he got on offer? Bombs it in. Rochelle gets to the front spot. Just needs an accurate kick now.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
The definition of optimism is hoping for him to miss that. He doesn't.
That's a simple shot in most circumstances, but in a tight grand final, the pressure is immense, and he's stared it down.
The tension is unbearable. Every mistake magnified. These players must be running on fumes and dreams. O'Sullivan, Brayshaw, McVie drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Cox normally delivers. Got to get rid of it. McVie, Draper. That's a useful ball. Erasmus in the centre square. Well played. Chapman felt the pressure there. Good disciplined defence. O'Sullivan. It's hard to work out what they're trying to do here. Gota. No easy exit. He's miscued that one.
Missed the target by a long way. He hasn't done a lot today, but he's still done some good things.
He can peg one back for them with a straight kick, but he's hit the post.
Well, I had him kicking it out in the full from there, so not a bad result.
Takes the short option from the kick in. Larkey with a chance to run. He's normally good on his non-preferred. Simpkin on a lead. Brayshaw has charged into space. The Dockers forcing them out wide. Sherry. McVie cuts them off yet again. He doesn't waste many. May. Searching kick. Banfield. Probing ball. Punched away. Amos. This will be touch and go. He had no interest in taking any chances.
They've got an opportunity here to get the ball down the other end quickly.
Simpkin to bring it back in. Larkey. Can he hit a target? The Roos are out of trouble. Clever kick. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Doesn't often waste it. They're moving the footy well here. They've got them on the overlap. Sheasel is the man on the spot, and he's marked. O'Sullivan works hard to present.
Straight in front, should not miss.
The crowd noise tells you all you need to know.
This is one of the reasons why it's so hard to stop this team. They've got so many weapons that you can't shut them all down.
The Dockers are looking disorganised. Darcy smashes it out of there. He's not one to take a backward step. O'Meara, young, cops some unwanted attention. It must be his birthday. Watson read it well and claims the mark. What's he got on offer? Gives it everything. Cox, we've seen that before. Fitzpatrick, he's got an option in the centre square. Felt the pressure. The Roos on the ball now.
North Melbourne are going to win the premiership.
Absolutely spifflicated him. They're tackling with great intent. Darcy smashes it out of there. Erasmus has to be clean. They've worked it well. Moving the footy laterally. Switkowski can send them into attack. O'Sullivan gives away a free for a high tackle. Good kick. The Roos with an opportunity now. That's an impressive mark. Sarong delivers it inside 50. O'Sullivan has pushed deep and can have a shot. Great play. Brown has marked in front of goal.
To extend the margin beyond 3 goals.
No trouble at all, and they've skipped clear.
That was a bit too easy. The ball movement was excellent, but not great pressure.
The Roos are premiers. What a team and what a performance. This will live in their memories forever. What are the main takeaways from that one, Half?
The Roos have proven themselves the best side in the competition. Time and again, they've stood up under pressure this year, and today was no different. At one point, we thought this might have ended up close, but they simply refused to let their opponents in. They now get to enjoy the best feeling in sport.
OK then, I'm sure we'll be hearing plenty more in the next couple of days. Thanks, Half.
Once AFL women's teams are updated, I could start doing AFL women's rebuilds.